2016 will be a celebratory year for Normandy. A year to showcase the best that the region has to offer, its historical significance and architectural legacy, its exceptional role in France's artistic and cultural heritage, and of course, its unique way of life. Savvy American travelers are well acquainted with this superb region. Americans rank first among foreign visitors to one of the temples of Impressionism, Giverny, and are in third place in visits to the spectacular Mont-Saint-Michel. Let's hear what a prominent American resident has to say about Normandy.
Hi, my name is Daniel Neese, and I live here in Normandy, and I live here at the American Cemetery in Colville-sur-Mer. The Normans here, they love Americans, you know. There is something about a Norman and Americans, there's a bond there, and that's existed for years and years and years. And you've got all this history that's involved here. I mean, you've got history all the way from William the Conqueror all through the World War II. And every town that you go through is very, very quaint. They preserve it. It's just a wonder to see all these places out here.
Normandy is easily accessible from Paris by train or car, starting with one of the closest points of entry, Giverny, just under an hour away, and the glorious Mont-Saint-Michel in just under 4. As the cradle of Impressionism, Normandy will shine from April 16 to September 26, 2016, during the 3rd edition of the Impressionist Festival. It is the perfect time to experience both the works and sights that inspired masters like Monet, Pissarro, Caillebotte, Millet, Boudin, Renoir, Degas, and Cassatt. They painted everyday life, depicting scenes from the now famed seaside resorts like Trouville, Deauville, Dieppe, and Honfleur. Other outdoor favorites were Giverny, the Seine estuary, and the towering cliffs of Étretat, the verdant countryside captured in different lights, or the gritty urban landscapes of the likes of Rouen. Monet's Impression Sunrise, which gave its name to the movement, was painted in Le Havre, home to the MoMA Museum and France's second largest collection of Impressionist art. There will be hundreds of events during the spring and summer, featuring over 25 exhibitions that will showcase portraiture. In 2016, the Mont-Saint-Michel is also in the news. Sometimes referred to as the wonder of the Western world, its abbey was founded 1,050 years ago in 966. More recently, and after 20 years of planning and major works, the Mont-Saint-Michel has now magically become an island once more. This is the time to discover or revisit the mount, which is now car-free, to enjoy the new access routes on foot or by shuttle bus, and experience the new bridge that merges seamlessly into the environment, giving the impression of walking on water. To celebrate both occasions, save the date, because the Tour de France is coming to town. It will begin on July 2nd, 2016 at the foot of the Mont-Saint-Michel. The first stage will cross the Cotentin Peninsula to Sainte-Marie-du-Mont at Utah Beach, where U.S. forces landed over 70 years ago on D-Day to free Normandy, France, and Europe. Still in Normandy for Stage 2, riders will then race from Saint-Lô to Cherbourg along the Côte des Îles and leave the next day from the seaside town of Granville. It will also be the perfect year to explore Normandy's medieval heritage. In 1066, 950 years ago, William the Conqueror became the first Norman king of England after his victory at the Battle of Hastings on October 14, 1066. In the Bayeux Museum, also a storied D-Day site, resides a masterpiece, the 11th century Tapestry of Bayeux. Also known as the Queen Matilda Tapestry, the 229-foot-long and 19-inch-high linen cloth depicts, through beautifully embroidered panels, the Norman conquest of England. The founding of the Mont-Saint-Michel Abbey by the Benedictine monks also sparked a remarkable architectural wave that produced over 500 priories and abbeys like Jumièges, Fécamp, and the twin abbeys in Caen founded by William and Matilda. And in the 13th century, construction began on a familiar site known as La Merveille of the Mont-Saint-Michel, 2 3-story Gothic buildings crowned by the cloister and the refectory. And of course, every year American and Allied soldiers are honored and remembered on June 5th and 6th. Visiting the D-Day beaches of Omaha and Utah, the cliff of Pointe du Hoc, and famous sites like Sainte-Mère-Église and Bayeux should be on everyone's must-see list.
Come to this cemetery. See how we honor our men and women who gave their lives. Over 300 families a year who come back here to visit their loved ones after all this time. They're not forgotten. And that is the important thing, that we don't forget these men and women here today in any of our cemeteries.
This region is also a land of culinary delights. Set along 400 miles of coastline, Normandy is France's biggest producer of oysters, mussels, and scallops. The milk produced by the region's Pied Normand cows make for sought-after dairy products like the crème fraîche, France's finest. Its butters enthrall Julia Child, and the signature cheeses like the Camembert, Pont-l'Évêque, Livarot, and Boursin have become world-renowned. And of course, Normandy is famed for its Calvados and savory cider. Shoppers should also know that Chic Deauville is known for its elegant boutiques and brand-name stores, and that one shouldn't leave Rouen, or the Mont-Saint-Michel for that matter, without getting the signature sailor's striped jersey or colorful scarves made by St. James. Whether it's enjoying Deauville's Impressionist scenes or its long-standing American Film Festival, exploring Rouen new Joan of Arc Center and the Amazonia exhibit at the Panorama XXL, or still in Rouen, visiting Monet's Cathedral and dining at La Couronne, Julia Child's first restaurant in France, Normandy is the place to be in 2016.
Take time to see the Normandy region. You can't go wrong. I mean, miles and miles of bicycle roads, miles and miles of hiking. You owe it to yourself to come to Normandy.